Bob, can I talk to you?
Sure, I have a few moments to spare.
I noticed in the employee meeting this morning, you indirectly referenced the mistake I made dealing with a specimen. I wasn't sure if you were trying to ridicule me or trying to educate others on how to avoid the same accident. What was your reason for mentioning that event?
I didn't want to point you out directly because I noticed a few other employees making the same mistakes, and I just wanted to allow them to know how to appropriately deal with the situation.
Great.
Listening skills. Placing events in time sequence.
Faye, I'm concerned about your math grade. In the last 9 weeks, you've dropped from an average of 95 to a 90 and have a grade quiz as low as 68%. I'm afraid that you may not be understanding some of the algebra concepts.
I still have a grade of 90, and that's an A. Encouraging description of perception.
I understand that, and I am very proud of you. However, that is still a significant drop, and I don't want you to struggle later in math because you missed the concept here. Remember, math builds on. So if you miss or don't understand the concept now, it becomes a missing link later in the chain. How do you feel you're doing in the class?
I just don't get the class. Most of the time he doesn't teach. He just talks and gives homework. Clarifying.
Let me make sure I'm understanding you. Is it that he doesn't teach any math and talks about other stuff, or you just don't understand his method of teaching? What does "I don't get the class" mean?
Mom. Prompting. It's part of both. He teaches, but he doesn't teach in order, so I get confused. Then someone can ask him a question and he goes off the topic for 10 or 15 minutes. Then class is over and he gives us homework. Offering to help.
Maybe you and I can come up with a plan of extra resources that you can use at home to either reinforce what you do in class or teach concepts you might be struggling in. Do you think that will help?
I have too much homework. I don't know when we'll ever get to do this. We're so busy. But we'll see. Encouraging formulation of a plan or suggesting.
Okay, I understand what you're busy, but in the meantime, what can you do in school to recoup your grade? Does he offer the extra credit work? Can you ask to meet with him for a few minutes after school if you have unanswered questions?
No, Mommy, I am staying after school doing math. I am not staying after school doing math. I'll come home and do it with you. He does offer extra credit, so I'll ask him for the work. I can also do quiz corrections on my last quiz, and that will give me an 80% instead of a 64%.
Okay, let's try that and see what he wants.
Okay. Developing empathy using the pillow method.
Position 1, I'm right, you're wrong.
Oh no. We gotta do the scenario. Sorry. The nursing unit is currently experiencing a high turnover and the unit is short-staffed. All the employees have been supporting the unit by working extra days or staying late except for one particular nurse who never picks up any days to help out. The nursing manager is upset that Katie seems to not care.
Position 1, I'm right, you're wrong.
Nursing manager is right because all the other nurses are supporting each other and she wants to continue making a good impression for the team.
Position 2, you're right, I'm wrong.
Katie is right because working extra
Position 2, you're right, I'm wrong.
Katie is right because working extra isn't mandatory, in addition to her home obligations of taking care of her ill mother.
Position 3, both right, both wrong.
Katie is right because Overtime isn't mandatory, and plus, she has personal obligations that are preventing her from helping. Katie is wrong because she didn't communicate this to her manager in advance. The manager is right because she wants to be fair with everyone and not create turbulence on the unit. The manager is wrong because if Katie is fulfilling her responsibilities, then that's all that's required of her.
Position 4, the issue isn't that important.
There will be other times when the unit is in need and Katie can help in the future. Katie can consider other areas that are in need that don't require overtime, but will drastically improve the production of the unit.
Position 5, there is truth in each perspective.
Before assuming that some people just aren't supportive, always question and get more information to find out the truth.
Win-win problem solving.
So,
Identify your problem or unmet need.
So, every softball season, Cantrell is gone for like all day, all weekend for 8 weeks during the season. And
Win-win problem solving. Identify your problem or unmet need.
so my boyfriend Cantrell plays softball, and every season for 8 weeks straight, he's gone every weekend. Like I never see him. He's gone all day Saturday and Sunday, and I see him at nightfall.
Make a date.
Cantrell, something's bothering me. Is it possible that we can talk about it at dinner tonight? Okay. See you later.
Describe your problem or unmet need.
So Cantrell, I know you play softball and I support you 100%. However, it's becoming a problem because we don't spend time. And you're gone every weekend. And I feel that you don't care anymore about our relationship. This causes me to feel lonely and left out. And as a result of me feeling lonely and left out, I shop and I spend money and then you're mad at me. So I feel that we need more time together during softball season.
Consider your partner's point of view. I thought you knew that I love softball and this is the only time in the year I get to play, and I thought you were okay with it.
Yeah, but it's starting to become a problem. Like I know you play softball and that's fine, but we need to figure out something.
Negotiate a solution. What if every other week starting now I come home right after the game and we can go do whatever you want and I won't be late. The game ends at 4 o'clock, so that should take me about 20 minutes. I'll be here by 4:20.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. So you're telling me every other weekend you're gonna come home after the game and we can spend time. Okay, that sounds great.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I'm sorry that you were feeling so left out. That was never my intention.
Okay.
Follow up the solution.
So Cantrell and Tina did work out their problem. Cantrell kept his word by coming home every other game, promptly after the game, and they were able to nourish their relationship. Receiving and responding to criticism. Scenario.
Jane is coming on the night shift. She's waiting for Tracy to give a report on Miss A. When the patient care technician approaches her and reports Miss A's blood pressure is 213/102. She inquires from Tracy about this. Tracy snaps. It's been high all day. The charge nurse knows about it. After taking care of the patient, Jane calls Tracy to the side for a conversation.
Tracy, Miss A's blood pressure has been high at stroke level. It has been high all day. You should have done something about it. Ask for specifics.
What exactly did you want me to do? I gave her regular medication and I told the charge nurse.
Did you recheck the blood pressure? Did you notify the doctor? Ask what the critic wants.
No, I did not. I didn't even think about it. What do you want me to do?
Nothing now because I've already taken care of it. I called the doctor and he gave me a PRN order for blood pressure medication, IV. I understand you notified the charge nurse, but it's your patient and it's your license. You have to take the initiative to fix the problem and not just ignore it. If the patient ended up having a stroke from such a high blood pressure, then no one would go looking for the charge nurse. They would actually be looking at you. Agree with the facts.
You're right. Her blood pressure has been very high, and I should have thought to call the doctor myself. It was just a hectic day. Do you have any other concerns?
That was asking what else is wrong. Yes, actually, I would appreciate it if you don't snap at me. It's very rude and unprofessional. Agree with the critic's perception.
I apologize that you feel like I was snapping at you. That was not my intention. It's just been a really, really hectic day, and I was just trying to get done so I can give you a report and go home. I was not conscious of my tone of voice. I respect you and would not snap at you.
All right, I appreciate that. Let me get my shift started. You're doing a great job. It's just a learning process that we all have to go through.
Thank you.